Hello everyone, and welcome to another counter build for fighting the Behemoth. This time we're using the Devil's Madness light bowgun, and we're going to be one of the damage dealers. I believe the composition is 3 damage dealers and 1 healer. You saw me use demon ammo there. Demon ammo gives the team an attack buff. The bullet, you have to actually shoot your teammates. It travels through them, so it can hit multiple teammates, and then, yeah, you can put your gun away at that point. It's a great thing to use at the beginning of the fight. It's a lot trickier to use in the middle of the fight. Here I am starting with the Rocksteady Mantle. We're going to use all our Wyvern Blast up to get it on recharge. You want to make sure your Wyvern Blast is always recharging. Alright. Stage 1 of the Behemoth fight is usually pretty easy, and what I'll probably be doing is, if I use my sticky ammo, I'll try to avoid shooting him in the head because I don't actually want to knock him over yet. Oh, there's the Rocksteady Mantle tanking that hit from him. And the other thing I wanted to mention is I will also be using the slice ammo a lot until his tail comes off. Light bowguns have a big advantage with that. They can land slice ammo on the tail very easily and cut the tail. And remember, before stage 2 is over, you need to break one of his body parts in order to get him to move over to the Nergigante part of the map. I like the Nergigante area better just because it has ramps for you to use ramp attacks on, and that's especially meaningful for somebody like the dual blades that we have, and a lot of other weapons like hammers, for example. And just the fact that you don't have to fight near the lava, drink cool drink, right? I just like it better. So yeah, you see me going after the tail there with the slice ammo. Also, I wanted to mention something else. I made a mistake. I forgot to add mods to the build. That's because I'm playing on PC. I own the game on Xbox as well as PC. Also, the guys in the match are actually from my Discord channel. If you would like to join the Discord channel, I'll leave a link in the comment section and the description. It's now actually at 1,500 people and it's pretty active. So you might be interested in doing that. I know people on the PC have been meeting up with each other and playing Monster Hunter a whole bunch, like all day, ever since the Behemoth came out. And I'm still going after the tail there. I miss a shot every now and then. On the build, the build is always shown at the end of the video, and I will show you guys what mods you should include. Like I mentioned earlier, I forgot to add my mods. In this case, it's going to be triple reload. That's what I recommend. And the build, I believe, your primary damage dealing skills are going to be Focus, which gives you back your Wyvern Blast sooner, Artillery, which causes the sticky ammo to deal more damage, and Spare Shot and Free Element. Those are your main damage dealing skills. Then I have Health Boost. I don't remember if I managed to get Fortify onto the build. Health Boost is definitely on the build though, and that's your defensive skill. Alright, so we're in stage 2 of the fight. His tail hasn't come off yet, so I'm still using the slice ammo. You know, if you wanted to do a slice ammo build, that's totally legitimate as well. I would use the Emperor's Shell Sticks for that. It'll definitely cut off his tail even faster, and then you would move on to using that move on his arms and his forehead. But I just like the sticky ammo because, especially in a team, like if you're not playing by yourself, especially on a team, I feel like being able to KO the monster multiple times is a big advantage for your teammates. Alright, there's the first comet. And you can see every time he tries to cast Charybdis, somebody flashes him. That's really important. Oops, I got hit by a meteor there. That's really important for being able to defeat him easily in stage 2. See, like there I am, I'm flashing him. Now he doesn't get to put down one of his tornadoes, and he doesn't become immune to flash pods, so you can just keep using them the whole fight. Bring 3 flash pods plus 10 flash bugs, and just craft more flash pods as the fight continues. You can see once again I have all my Wyvern Blast out. Each of those deals a whole bunch of damage, so it's really important you keep using that in order to get the best damage out of your Devil's Madness. I'm trying to hit the tail at an odd angle, it's kind of hard. It's got to be close to breaking. Oh, and there it goes. Yeah, it was close to breaking. Okay, so we got a broken tail, and that means that he's definitely going to move on to the Nergigante portion of the map after we move him out of stage 2. And now I can really just focus on using my sticky ammo. One tip with the sticky ammo I have for you guys is don't forget to eat the Bombardier skill at the canteen. That's going to be a feline food skill where you're going to get a damage increase to your sticky ammo, like just a straight damage increase. So you never want to miss out on that. Another thing, you're going to notice that I don't really shoot him in the head too much. I believe I did just cause a KO in that case, but I don't want to cause too many of them because he'll be too hard to KO in stage 4. That is, the monster gains like resistance to being knocked over. You don't want him to be resistant to it too early. You want to make sure he's still going to get KO'd in stage 4. That's when he gets really crazy, right? There's the temporal mantle, the baby blankets, allowing me to flip around there. One more jump, right? Oh, maybe not. Just wasn't in the way. And yeah, normally all these reloads you see me doing, if I had actually put mods on the bowgun like I was supposed to, it would be a pretty fast reload. It would be normal speed, I believe. So you would see me just do a little click and then I'd have more sticky ammo on the bowgun. Alright, there's the first ecliptic meteor. You can see he almost doesn't make it. He almost didn't make it behind the rock. He was pretty close. We're moving on to stage 3. It's been very smooth. Yeah, and this just kind of shows you, like, you don't necessarily need to have a tank gaining enmity all the time. I would say that having a healer is probably the most important role for fighting the Behemoth, is just having a good healer. But having a tank, you know, that's more like something you do if somebody actually wants to play as a character that uses a shield. Otherwise, you don't really need it. You know what I mean? Like, that might not be as true when you're fighting Extreme Behemoth. With Extreme Behemoth, having a dedicated tank who constantly keeps enmity so that Charybdis doesn't go down, you know, that's probably, assuming you're not going to just cheese the Extreme Behemoth and try to cluster bomb him. Yeah, if you're going to fight him legit, then probably you would want a very good tank. But with the normal Behemoth, which is what we're fighting, you don't really need to have a tank, in my opinion. So he is paralyzed, and that means I'm going to get some Wyvern Blast out on his head. Look at that, we got a part break. And you'll notice I only put down 2 Wyvern Blast, even though I had 3 available. That's just because I knew the timing of the paralysis. I knew that he was going to break free of it, and I wanted to make sure that I actually landed my moves on his head. So I only put down 2, and then I got into the melee phase. Pretty easy. You see me shooting him over and over in the belly. Since sticky ammo is an explosive damage type, it doesn't matter where you shoot the monster. You always do the same amount of damage. Right? Like monsters, they have a thing called hit zones where they take more damage from certain damage types. Well, sticky ammo is called an explosive damage type, and explosive damage types always deal the same flat damage. Doesn't matter what hit zone it lands on, it's always going to be the same. This is actually very nice, especially with somebody like the Behemoth, because his stomach, his chest, is a part of his body where he takes very little damage from anyone, and he likes to reflect melee weapons, so it is nice being able to have explosive damage. For example, if I was using slice ammo on the Emperor Shell Sticks, I would actually need to be landing most of my shots on his head. But since I'm using sticky ammo, I just shoot wherever I want to, and in this case, once again, I'm kind of avoiding his head. I don't want to cause too many KOs until we reach stage 4. It looks like we're doing very well. 3 comets are down, and he just got knocked over from taking enough damage. So yeah, things are going pretty fast. Oh, that's gonna hit. And with the sticky ammo, you know, the downside to the sticky ammo really is that you're never going to deal a lot of damage. It's just a very consistent medium amount of damage, you know what I mean? Alright, there's the second ecliptic meteor actually. And he's moving out of stage 3 and into stage 4. I'm going to get some fresh ammo for this. Now this is really where the light bowgun begins to shine, because in stage 4 I'm going to be using my ailments. Being able to cause ailments on the Behemoth is kind of like, well, the developers kind of pointed out in the Hunter's Note that that's kind of his weakness, right? We know that the Behemoth can be exhausted. We know that he has a 3-star weakness to all of the ailments. We know that he's weak to mounting. So the Behemoth is really a monster that's weak to ailments. And the trick, in my opinion, is to try to save a lot of them for stage 4. That's what I think is best, right? Because if you make it this far, this is where you want to make sure things go smoothly. What you saw there, they all grouped up again, and I used demon ammo on them once again, so everyone's got a little extra attack boost. And just think, you can actually, I'm pretty sure you can stack that with the attack up extra large that you can get from the hunting horns. So think of it this way. Everyone can have a demon drug, everyone can have, like a might seed applied to them, and then everyone can have a demon ammo applied to them. And finally, on top of all of that, everyone could have the attack up extra large buff. So there's really a way to buff the team very hard if you guys just cooperate properly. Alright, so he's asleep, and we're going to sleep bomb him. Putting down all my Wyvern Blast. None of us have a very strong wake-up attack, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to shoot the Barrel Bomb. The Barrel Bomb is going to be our best wake-up attack, basically. I still got some Wyvern Blast over there. Nice, it went off. Yeah, the Wyvern Blast went off. You saw it was 80 damage each on those, so 80 times 3, that's 240 damage, and that's only from one burst of the Wyvern Blast. That's why the Wyvern Blast, that's why the focus skill is so important for damage on this build, because you really do want to be getting your Wyvern Blast back as fast as possible. So at this point in the fight, I am going to focus on shooting him right in the head with the sticky ammo. I mean, at any time his head's available, that is. And that's because now I do want to cause as many KOs on him as I can. I have my Temporal Mantle ready. He's been mounted. So since he's been mounted, I changed my mind. I don't want to actually KO him, because if you KO him while he's mounted, that'll end the mount too early. We're going to be using the mounting cheese tactic, where the guy actually stays up on his horns until he naturally falls over from having taken enough damage. See what I'm saying? So he's not going to purposefully end the mount. I'm pretty sure not. Oh, maybe he is. I spoke too soon. I can see him stabbing the Behemoth with his knife, so maybe he just wants to get back to fighting. Okay, so we get a knockdown from the mount. I'm going to go ahead and use my Wyvern Blast. And then I actually stepped away there because with so many people using the dual blades, I didn't want to get like stagger locked. And with me placing all of that sticky ammo on the Behemoth's head, he's going to get KO'd pretty quickly now. That probably built a lot of KO up. That would be the third comet? I think that's like the third. Alright, and there's a KO. So he's basically been juggled the whole fight. Think about it. He had a sleep ammo, right? Sleep bombing. He had a mount. He had a KO. I think he had a natural... Yeah, he had a knockdown from damage. And now we have his enmity as well. And he's going right into Ecliptic Meteor. Very easy. See, the Behemoth is so much easier when you have a strong strategy for keeping him controlled. We saved all of our ailments for stage 4, perhaps not the paralysis, I suppose, but you can see it. It really did work out for us when we juggled them. Let's go ahead and take a look at those mods. Triple reload is what's going to allow you to reload the sticky ammo level 3 pretty quickly. So you want that, because you're going to be using sticky ammo a lot. And then for the build, here are the skills. Come on. Health boost. That's going to be your defensive skill. And then we also have free element ammo up. That's going to allow you to hold more sticky ammo. Focus, which is going to give you back your Wyvern Blast faster. Slugger, which allows you to have more KOs sooner, right? Because it builds up the stun damage faster. Artillery, which is really, really, really important. Artillery gives you more damage per shot. If you're not able to build artillery using decorations, you simply would build an artillery charm, okay? So the artillery charm will give you 3 levels of artillery. I strongly recommend doing that if you just don't have the skills. Then you have blight resistance. That came with the armors. Special ammo boost. That's another case where you kind of have to just have those decorations for this particular build. You can fit the special ammo boost onto the build using Xeno'jiiva pieces of armor. There's 2 pieces of Xeno'jiiva alpha armor that will give you the 2 levels of the special ammo boost. Okay, so that's the whole build. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.